Pronto, começou.
Ah, I see you. Huh? We found you without a toll's heart.
Worker, come hither. Haven't you heard time is black stones? Lord Jordine isn't half as patient as I.
The eminent Lord Jordine must be as quick as a choppy on a full moon. Now, I would love to hear your story, but I was hired to excavate the roof.
Cadê a missão do mapa, bicho? Cadê a missão do mapa, meu nobre? Coração de ator.
Oh, you scared the daylights out of me. Are you new here? Huh? What is this nonsense? When the moon comes up, shall we have a nice little chat by the loo? It's Wilson, isn't it? I swear he's left his brain on a deserted island somewhere. But I am a generous person. I, Collins, shall teach you all you need to know. Listen.
Jarrete Tomogate.
Oh, this stench! How dare you stand so close? You... What? The whip? No, even these. Do you know how hard I worked to make this excavation happen? Need I have you all discharged?
I shall gladly take whatever punishment you feel is... How dare you stand in the way of Princess Jorette of Serendia? If we were not out in the field, what would compel you to ask such an obvious thing? Did Eden originally hire you on as a mercenary? Do you not know the ancient chamber excavation site is? We told Eden how important this site is, yet he did making it quite hard to trust him at...
Eden was handpicked by our eminent Lord Jordine. Do you doubt the Grand Chamberlain of Serendia's shrewdness?
I sincerely
I shall punish you for your suspicions in time. For now, just concern yourself with how to restore his honor.
Yes, I shall give this new recruit a fitting. Ruins excavation starts with picking up a pickaxe. It's a simple task.
Matador de lobo. Vamos lá. Pedra destruída.
Oh, Eden's strong new recruit finally arrived, I see. Now tell us. Do you see those
Não é
hungry wolves
possível
stalking
pular a
about in the
história.
grass? The horses won't budge thanks to that scary lot. Sir Roig may appear like he's not watching, but he sees all. So this is the time to show your stuff, my friend.
Roy Mills. Vamos lá. Dá pau nesses lobos.
Weren't you an excavator? I thought you'd get eaten alive. But it seems you've some use. I'll grant you access to the ancient stone chamber.
The
Go and help
ancient
Eden
stone
finish up with the
chamber.
excavation.
É só seguir a missão, não precisa fazer outra não. Vamos lá. Sinclair.
You're practically drooling over those relics. Does a huh? Oh, so you're the I'm not sure why no one has ever stumbled upon this stone. It just so happens that the day you awoke, these murals of prophecy have been speculated to have been painted by... Take a closer look. Who knows? You might be standing in front of a depiction of Noir III of House Bartali. The enormous crown symbolizes his unchallenged authority. The only thing he feared was death. One day, an alchemist from across the desert sought My master shall grant you eternal life. Quite the thing to crave, especially in a world where many struggle to eke out a full... Alas, the prospect of immortality blinded Noir III, and he took the alchemist's offer. The king's madness swept throughout Balenos as the people's resentment reached the heavens. But Noir III, by the time the king learned the truth, that the alchemist served the evil god Hadum, his concerns had narrowed. Fortunately, Elion, Arl, and their believers did not, though in doing so. This was barely over 150. I, at Fluffy Bed Mountain, used the latest advancements in art. Apparently, these stone murals were made not 150 years ago, but much. However did the ancients peer so far into the future? Ah, right. I've saved the most interesting mural for last. This one depicts a prophecy that's yet come to pass. It's... Yikes, look at the time. Take this information regarding the final mural. You can't miss her. She's unreasonably tall and we're... Just listen to us.
Olha de sapo, é? Vamos lá, meu amigo. Vamos lá, meu amigo. Let's go. Marta Quien.
Is that the final mural? Aren't you the one Eden described as a living relic he found toppled over? My name is Martha Kean, an archaeologist by trade.
Martha! Martha!
Well, no time for handshakes. My, is it just me? If everyone worked towards a single goal in harmony, heaven on earth... I swear I've seen these writings in an ancient text in... Who could have made such a thing? Is your... Every time I make a
Aiden.
I could hear Laffy and Martha from all the way over here. You and I have already been introduced, though...
Eden, come now, quit it!
Okay.
Greetings.
Now do be careful. The remains of many petrified...
Not to mention the upside-down trees that are rooted around the relic as well. During my brief stay in the forests in the Southern Territories, I...
Dabbling in forbidden texts from such a young age. Wait, stand back right now!
My goodness, what are you doing? Are you awake?
Are you awake?
These are the memories of the forgotten world. Sorry, but you should have known better.
Não se esqueça do nosso trato.
Your face suddenly turned pale. Are you okay? You remembered something, didn't you?
É isso aí, vamos lá.
But why would you do so?
You wouldn't have some red up.
Ah, it must be a black... I was joking when I called you a living relic. But now, it appears that name...
Eden, please, isn't that a bit too much? The relic has begun to move.
The relic probably a...
You all right?
I knew it, I knew it! I knew... Do you know how many hours of labor will...
Oh, calm down, Laffy. If it won't...
You think that alone will ease her te...
Elezra, the White Witch?
Why don't we speak more on the matter after returning to the Western God camp? Prince...
I bet she'll give us an earful after she hears of our findings. But that's for us. Princess Jarette won't let just anyone waltz right...
Do you know of any way we might get on her good side? Anything that might put her in a more...
The only time I've seen the princess's foul temper abate, the day she met with Grand Chamberlain Jordi. Truth is, we've been waiting for a wagon with supplies from Western. I had a bad feeling something in the woods may have caused the wagon's delay.
It's a bit inconvenient.
I'm saved. I thought you'd walk right past me. What? My wagon's over there. Broken into pieces. I just realized my...
The moment I saw you slay those wolves, I knew you weren't ordinary. A weapon? Well, one good turn deserves another. I've secured a job for you.
My name is Fania, and I am an officer of the Western God Camp. I heard from Sir Roig that you are an excavator.
It appears their skills were wasted digging for relics. You have been looking to hire mercenaries.
Let's consider this a formal interview then. Help.
See?
This is the Western Guard camp overseeing Eastern Balenos. I heard a Officer Fania, you're wounded.
I'm fine. Please tend to... This is the one who saved us from the imps. And yet goblins again.
Gear, king of the goblins, grows craftier by the day. Take a look beneath the bridge if you want to see what I mean. That's the work of the Goblin King, Geath. Duvain is tracking him down.
The imps mistakenly believe that this one day, Rednose, leader of the imps, suddenly appeared. And I don't blame Geath for resenting them for that. I need to give my report to Captain.
It seems things have grown dire while our attentions were on the stuff. Don't worry. I'll carry word of your...
Why don't you go visit...
Greetings. I'm Luke from Velia. Are you interested in trade? For me,
Where are you from? Not from here. I'm Samuel.
Yep. Seems you're an adventurer. Need a weapon?
Obsession with one's heyday is for the ordinary. Oh, a recommendation from Officer Fania herself, with a note that you could do with learning a few more skills. Oh, a recommendation from Officer Fania herself, with the more
Eden's living relic! You should have sent word you arrived safely. We were just about ready to send you off with a proper funeral rite. Would you have preferred a wooden spoon or a metal one? Ah, I guess we could always just...
Spoons, Luffy? You know quite a lot about foreign customs. Hiding a secret lover from the land of the morning calm? Oh.
Ahem. We've been granted an audience. Let us not...
I suppose we'll find...
Do you know what allows Lord Jordine I too demonstrated the capacity for good faith when I sent you off. And does this not make me a most favorable counterpart to his lordship? Am I mistaken, my dear Roy? I place my faith in your good judgment. My wagon of the finest Calphionian craftsmanship in P. Do you think I poured out such funding so that you could go dig up these
Apologies, Your Highness. As speculated, the depths of the chamber indeed held black stones, but... what we found was merely the empty remains.
You don't look like an addled half-wit. Cut the spiritual nonsense and speak with some sense. You're professionals, are you not? You are being paid as such. With that, you think these results will welcome me into Lord Jordine's strong embrace?
Get out! All of you! Never show your faces here again!
Pesada, a mulher ficou
Ah,
puta.
you've lost your memories, haven't you? Though it strikes me as odd. I heard all the black... Why, it's this Jordine fellow making his own fiancée aid another nation in gathering black stones.
Since there aren't any black stones left in the stone chamber, I guess it's one possessed by a black spirit may briefly gain great power and wisdom, but their ultimate... I pray you remain on the right path. For anything...
Stop scaring them, my boy. Keep your mind and body sharp, and there's nothing to fear. Ha ha ha!
From our first encounter, I knew... I have a proposal for you. What say you... Then, I understand. Go seek out...
We are currently tasked with finding the... He suddenly appeared one day and kicked all the goblins out. So, you've ingratiated yourself to an orphan. I think you've greatly overestimated the value of your so-called skills. And I'm afraid Officer Fania's eye for quality soldiers has greatly diminished. I think...
I will be waiting. Without your aid, this would have been... Let's use this momentum to... If you know the enemy and know... A few days ago, some of our soldiers... I will be waiting.
His nose was so incredibly red. Imagine a ripple. I was patrolling the northern forest when I turned around. I saw an imp the size of an house. I knew... Boy, that imp was strong. He pulled out a sword as big as... Well, I nearly died that day. Look.
Defense is survivor. The armor, useless after the beating it took. I disposed the armor. This? Huh.
No, that's not mine. I was off duty, heading into Velia. They've got this smoked chicken. Anyway, I spotted an imp wandering alone. So, well, this is rather embarrassing, but I flicked him on the head and then the ground started to quake beneath me, and I swear Rednose really...
You started this...
It was all I think the important thing now is distracting the imps. You're up for the task of...
It's you!
the living relic. Look here, I've caught a useful prisoner. Exactly how is a trade secret, ready to be really blown away. My prisoner...
I told you, I don't know where the boss is. Our boss comes and goes as he...
Hey, Eden told me that you are an expert on this.
No one knows where the boss's hideout.
Then I shouldn't have wasted my time capturing you.
Do you think I knew I'd get caught like this? Wow, look at the brains on this beanstalk. Red nose or blue nose, the beanstalk asks, without even thinking to ask about Tiny Nose.
Oh, Tiny Nose. Who's Tiny?
What? I said nothing. Imps are extremely loyal to one another. Red Nose will defeat Gieth and bring endless abundance. Huh? Wolf meat?
Well, the chef...
Tiny Nose is always down at the cave. Just one bite. Tiny Nose is clever. Beanstalks give delicious cooked wolf meat to Tiny Nose. He loves it. And in return, meat. Sweet and succulent.
There must be more to it. I must let our captain know.
I will look for traces of Red Nose near that cave over there. You should be...
Shush. My what? You want to destroy our boss? You want to hear one rainy day? He was wiping away his tears in seclusion after being when he was discovered by a man wrapped in black robes. Red Nose prayed before this man clad in black. The man told Red Nose to remember that mark, saying that he will have to fight alongside him.
Yep. No one studied. So black stones are the source of his power. That makes sense. All things accounted for. Of course I know about... Now, let's review the information we've gathered up until it grows to gigantic proportions when enraged. How might we prod him into such a state? Well, I've yet to meet a blue nose, but grows to gigantic proportions when enraged. Your tactic is to mistake grows to gigantic Right! I'd almost... Good. Now it's my... Using the information you gathered from the Western Guard camp, I tracked... You can see here traces of Red Nose's... I was racking my brain over how to hunt down Red Nose, but black stones being the source of his... Take this potion. You'll be able to follow the energy signature of... What? You think I'm trying to poison you? Oh, can you see it? Hold on, don't... I dare say... It's Red Nose's hideout. Why don't you take a step back? Fania's soldiers will be here soon. It's best to fight together.
To think, you not only tracked down Red Noses, how could someone with such prowess find them? How would you feel about putting your potential to better use? The people could use...
If you would just hand over the black stone that was in Red Nose's possession.
Apologies, Your Highness, but I couldn't find it. He likely took it with him into the Dark Rift.
Ah, so my time is yet again wasted. You're clearly...
It's true. The imps have settled down, thanks to...
Tiny Nose's information was instrumental to defeating Red Nose, but he has also
We found evidence of them trading military supplies with humans.
A prisoner of war should be kept chained, but it would be a shame to waste such talent and intellect. What shall be done with him? Shall we leave it up to the rook?
That's much too generous a reward for such mediocre results. I suggest keeping him in prison.
You expect? Everything I've worked for destroyed, all because of them. I'd rather go to prison than be
We've lost track of Red Nose, but we must keep seeking the stone that can... There's a coastal village nearby. Velia. Go to Alustin.
That takes care of things. Tiny Nose shall be transferred to our camp's prison. Go onward to Velia.
I'm Hans, a Velia vigilante. To get your... Anyway, the sage Alustin is waiting for you. We sincerely welcome you to Velia.
This says that Red Nose has been defeated.
If that's the case, why the hell's this village still in this state? I heard they're still drafting soldiers. How about you? It's all because of those damn goblins.
My love, what would I tell Helen? To think I'd be widowed at my age.
I pray this year would be free from that curse, and yet here we are in another drought.
Aye, and the chief's granddaughter's coming of age this year.
Oh no, whatever shall we do?
Gah, what's the meaning of all this?
The trade wagon that left yesterday has been raided. Again.
Hardell is considering severing ties with us.
Goblins again? How many guards do we need to stop them? The entire guild will starve at this rate.
Oh, wise one, this village is filled with bad spirits.
Shouldn't we do something with the chief's granddaughter first?
In times like these, we need to stay vigilant from within as well. And to do so... Welcome, adventurer. You seem to bear a dark... Some see these wrinkles as a sign of wisdom. But a wise Uno and Cliff have to cause such noticeable mutations and to have such an item in his possession. We should undertake our investigation discreetly. I would like you to assist my...
was just on my way to go share a meal with Emma. Your timing is perfect as always. Let's go together. Don't be shy. They're basically just watered-down versions of Florence's potion.
Eileen, save your sail.
What? Another one? But I just...
Well, if you don't want this opportunity to meet a black spirit...
What? No way.
Eileen.
Oops. Did I say that out loud? I'll just go
Come now, child. No need...
Me? Specifically? Sure you'd... Gosh, okay. Let's see. Tell me, does ceaseless whispering fill your head? Do you have an unquenchable thirst? Oh, I was just on my way to go share a meal with Emma. Got it.
I've received a summons from the Grand Chamber. I'll be expecting fair tidings upon my...
Right. Clarence will be off to college soon, setting the academic world on fire, while I do my best to find a man who... Oh, I was just on my way to go share a meal with Emma. Your timing is perfect. Oh, I was just on my way to go share. Papa said you needed help, but see that bell tower over there? Why don't you go on ahead? I need to... Oh, I was just...
So it is true cats like high places. So how did the cat even end up there?
My faithful congregation who've gathered here today. You've likely not ever set foot in the desert. There was a time when black stones were thought to be blessed with Elion's might. Sown like so many seeds beneath the sands that span from Calphion to Valencia. These two nations then declared war over these black stones, who watered the great desert with blood until the sand itself could hold no more. From that day it was known by two names. For the countless black stones, Calphionians know the great desert as the Black Desert. But for the countless lives lost, Valencians call it Red. Not so long after, Elion felt pity for us fallen humans, and granted us the sight to see the black stones for what they truly were. Now that Elion has lifted the veil from our eyes, let us cast off the avarice and offer up our worldly possessions to him. Now that Elion has lifted the veil from our eyes, let us cast off the avarice and offer up our worldly possessions to Elion.
Shirking your alchemical studies again. I see. No surprises there. We're done. Hello, I'm Florence, Eileen's twin sister. Father filled me in. I only came here to confirm my suspicions. Now listen here. The Black Spirit is biding its time, waiting until you're spent and exhausted. And when you show the slightest sign of weakness, my advice, go get some rest. As for my sister, well, don't dawdle here listlessly. Go find Chief Eagle.
I'm kind to others, as is your guidance.
Thank you.
Yep.
So I am Igor Bartali, chief of this village. There was a time when I too dreamt, but first I must attend. It's right over there. My wife, Islin, will treat you to some refreshments. Go on ahead. I'll be...
Welcome to the Lunar Halo Inn, traveller. You can call me Islin. My husband said you'd be dropping. Rowdy drunkards think getting pot shot. This is the chef of our inn, David. Talented, aye. Those two over there act like brothers once a little ale's in them. That one over there just keeps to himself, smoking his pipe all day long. Oh, look at the old man, the wind blew in. Well, what'll you have? Have a seat and we'll get your order in right away. Roasted chicken. Good, good. Take a seat over there. My husband's probably dying to see you.
It doesn't matter to me. All fascinated and big reckless guys like you.
Finally. First, tell me of Red Nose. Who helped the most in tracking Red Nose down? Really? But however did Red Nose become leader of the imps? As the black stone given unto Red Nose became one filled with rage. If only I was younger, I'd need just to wave my... Ah, well. Frustrating though it may, your grand journey is still underway, and arduous times are yet to come.
Well, now, what's this?
Oh, Uno.
Where's the joy for these soldiers?
Me just had a pie to the dancing marlin to celebrate our defeat of... And yet to think Blackstone of such high purity...
I'm telling you, it's all gone in an instant.
This is your first time hearing it, right? 10 years past. In the distant desert, a sudden and strange phenomenon. It was the ruins of Histria, once existing only in ancient texts, held deep within...
He's been on about this story for a decade now. My ears can't take it any longer. Be present. It's the year 2.
Nostalgia serves as the greatest drive in the twilight years of...
Never thought I'd see the day when Igor the Adventurer was...
I may not look it now, but I was indeed quite the adventurer in my day. People...
Look at the stone spider flaunting his carapace to the stoneback crab, like he's forgotten he's speaking with the continent's foremost imp expert. And on my honor, I swear on that day I clear...
That nonsense again. Give it...
I promise you, before my dying breath, I shall uncover its secret.
Are all for me to eat. Great.
This stuff is great.
Careful. Do you know how much this beer cost me?
I couldn't believe it. She told me to shave my beard. Do you know how many years I spent whacking those scarecrows?
Oh, Tronin, you're here as well.
Of course. I have to lay down the hammer sometimes.
Yes, indeed. It's been some time. Care to hear of my travels to Valencia?
Oh, good. Adventurer, you're awake. This is the home of Tranan Underfoe, the blacksmith. You should go thank him for taking care of you. And let's be off. We're going to overcome the Black Spirit together. I have a close friend who is going through a similar situation. Her name is Emma. Emma Bartali. Yes, the chief's granddaughter. Ever since she was little, Emma would often have nightmares, but it's grown worse. We're going to pay her a visit. Though, please understand. Poor Emma. She's the only person who's opened their heart to me. Nightmares of the Kingdom of Kron often haunt Emma. See, she's a descendant of that house, that family. They treat the curse like it's nothing. No wonder she shuns people. I'm counting on you to get close to her heart. 150 years have passed since the fall of the grave robbers have once again stolen Noir Bartelli III's treasure, a piece of heaven. The chief may seem like he just enjoys drinking with adventurers all the time, but he gave me a place to set up my own shop. And he's serious about restoring the Bartelli name. The Bartelli family store their ashes in an ossuary north of this town. A place like that, teeming with Kron's secrets. Go ahead and take the pup.
I'm Tron and wonderful. Oh, Black. No need to thank me. Looks like I have myself. I can see how callous the palms of your hands are. You will, from now on, trust your gear to me, a master craftsman. Then, ossuary? Got pick. On your way there, give my regards.
You're here for either the flowers or the tools, right? A butcher knife would be useful if you need cooking meat.
Yep. Yep.
You're here for either the flowers or the tools, right? A butcher knife would be useful if you need cooking.
You will admire me once you taste me food. Courage and will both come from a full belly. can cook with cooking tools anytime if you own a residence. You can make soup good for your health, even with potatoes alone.
The one who fell into Jordan's trap. So unfortunate. Well, actually not that unfortunate.
Our town is peaceful. Have a pleasant stay.
Underrated.
Só na sexta. Aí eu acho que vai ser na sexta e no domingo. Sexta da troca, domingo por padrão.
Do you know what goes best with wine? My tale. Would you like to hear it?
You will admire me once you taste me food. You can cook with cooking tools.
Bruno and Cliff have told me all I need to know. Of Red Nose tearing through the dark rift, and his...
Sangue do palhaço. Juba de leão. Pó da chama.
Our town is peaceful. Have a pleasant stay.
5 sangue, 70 juba, 5 sangue, 50 juba, 10 pó.
If you lose your composure, you'll eventually lose yourself.
Pó da chama.
If you want to purchase goods, you'll need to have some money in the storage.
Olá, Theworgenn!
Olha, Gil! E aí, Gil? Como é que vai essa noite? Como é que tá essa noite?
Estamos bem, né? Na medida do possível.
Aí, se você tá bem, tá muito bem. Eu já tô bem. Eu aceitei minha derrota no 50-50, mas preferia o AC3. Eu sempre quis uma Mona, né? Então... ver a Mona tá valendo. É melhor do que viesse uma Edwin. Ou outra Kiki, né?
Ah, tinha legal. Dá pra botar numa composição com a Eula. O pior é que dá.
Dá, mas eu prefiro a Mona. Já vi uns one shot que a galera faz com a Mona, que eu vou te falar.
Aham, é interessante.
Fica legal. Me diz uma coisa, qual artefato que a Mona usa?
A Mona vai optar por sempre ter o... Cadê ela aqui? Eu tenho ela aqui botada. Ela vai optar por antigo ritual real.
Ritual real, beleza.
Uhum.
Dá pra tirar da Lisa. Tem uns ritual real sobrando.
É.
Mas se bem que eu tirei os itens da Bárbara e botei nela, porque eu tô segurando pra Yelan, né? Se um dia ela vier com um pitch muito baixinho. Só que agora não dá mais, né? Que agora eu tô no garantido, então é segurar tiro. Aí eu tô aqui no BDO rapidinho pra botar a rotina em dia, que tem muito tempo que eu não jogo, mas amanhã eu vou voltar a farmar um pouco. Pode ser que eu dê sorte e ela venha num pitch baixo. Difícil, mas, né? A gente acredita.
Eu tô aí na luta de fazer uns itens.
Que item?
O item não, de farmar artefato. Eu não tô dando sorte. Ai.
Se eu te mostrar a minha lista de artefatos que eu já dropei e eu tô segurando pra 4.0, quando eu vou transformar tudo em chama pálida.
Eu tô muito interessado em pegar o escaramuche, velho.
Mas aproveita que tá chegando a hora. Tá chegando, falta só 7 dias.
Eu nem
Saúde.
sei
É, só olhar no histórico.
Ah, deixa eu ver aqui.
Falando nisso, deixa eu ver bem que como é que tá minhas resinas aqui. Deixa eu dar uma atualizada aqui. Se tiver...
Meu último pitch, meu último tiro foi o Kazuha. Eu nem sei se...
Ah, tem tempo.
Nossa, eu tô na página 4.
Eu fiz uns 80 tiros. Eu acho que eu vou encerrar bem que essa live do BDO rapidão.